Great having Aleksa Camur back here on the program. He's going to be taking on John Allen at UFC 268 on November 6th. Alexi, how are you, man?
I'm good, man. How about yourself? Thank you for having me on. I
No
appreciate it.
problem. Doing great. I called you Alexi. I meant to say Alexa. Didn't mean to do that.
It's all good. People call me
Yeah, I
Lexi.
was gonna say I didn't want my Amazon thing to go off. I'm sure you've heard that joke
Oh,
before,
okay.
but
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
it's all good, man. But hey, let's start right off the bat, man. UFC 268, one of the best cards of the year. You're fighting in New York. Just how excited were you?
I was pumped, man. It's been a little bit since the crowd and whatnot, and we all join. We all want to be in the UFC for the environment and everything. And the past few times, it's been uh it's been in the quarantine, kind of like away from the crowd, which is cool because it's to itself, and you could hear your coaches, and there's a various amount of you know pros to having your fights in those little spots. But I think we all want to be in the UFC for the glory aspect, and the memories, and what better place to fight than Madison Square Garden. I'm psyched to be on it. As soon as I heard it, I was pumped.
How much notice did you get for this fight? It seems like you had like a full camp.
Yeah, yeah, I got a full camp, plus I was in camp with Jesse Murray, and we're constant. A lot of guys are actually in camp at the moment, so if one guy's in camp, it tends to be like everybody's in camp, right? So we're just kind of flown. It's hard work year round, and you know thankfully me and Jesse kind of lined up perfectly, and I got to get a lot of work with him. So it kind of just lined up perfectly.
What have you learned the most these last two fights in the octagon? I know you obviously learned more from a loss than a win.
Yeah, so I mean, that my first fight that I lost, that was 100% on me, and I know how to take a loss. I'm not a little, I'm not a sore loser about it. I could take a loss if it was something that I did, and I came into my first fight, and I don't know, I didn't feel myself. It could have been the jitters, it could have been, I could say anything, but I really have no excuse. However, that second fight I felt great, and I thought I performed great, and I showed a lot of what I actually am capable of doing. It's unfortunate the outcome of the last fight. I wish it could have gone some other way. And me and my coaches, we have our own opinions on it, but it is what it is, and the fight game's unforgiving regardless of the outcome or how the outcome comes to be. So I mean, we've just been training the same, a little bit of everything, getting ready. um I guess number one thing I'm taking out of these past few fights is just cage time in itself. Both of them went to decision, so I got to spend a little more time in the cage and under that pressure. So I'm looking to come in here a little more comfortable, and loose, and just do the same thing I did last time and try to dominate a little more this time. I did slow down towards the last round for the last fight, I guess. So you know I gotta just keep my foot down on the pedal this time around.
John Allen, 13-6 record. What do you know about him? How do you feel like you match up against him here?
He's a good kickboxer, solid fighter all around, tough dude. Very similar to, I guess, my last opponent, with the way he could take damage. When it comes to like how much I really know about him, I mean, not sure. I've watched some of his stuff, and we're very aware of what we got to do, and we got a good game plan, and we're just gonna go in there, do our thing. But he seems like a tough guy, solid fighter. It's gonna be a good scrap, especially for a card like this. I think people are gonna enjoy it. I think.
Training partners, you mentioned Jesse Murray there. Who else are you working with? Who have been some of the bodies that have been pushing you this camp?
We had Jesse Murray was a main guy because we were kind of bouncing off of each other, giving each other work. Chad Kelly's always in the gym. Chad Kelly's MMA fighter, bare knuckle brawler, just a beast in general. And an amateur on the come up, James Ritchie, who's an absolute monster. I don't know if you know of him, James, but his name's James Ritchie. He's a 205er in Ohio. He's an absolute beast, and I'm psyched to see what he has in store. But he's been pushing me a lot towards the end of this camp. Because Jesse is coming off his fight, and he has some downtime now. So James is helping me get ready here towards the end of camp. He's a good look.
I haven't heard that name, but that's always why I ask, because I'll need someone to keep on my radar. So I'll definitely keep that in mind. I got to bring up Stipe. Obviously, is he out of the gym right now? I believe he had another child, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, life's coming at him pretty hard. So yeah, he has his family to worry about, and he comes in when he can. But mainly this time around, it's been a lot of people that are like on the come up, or we got you know um uh sorry, I'm Chad and
Jesse, yeah.
Jesse, helping out. So a lot of people who are currently in the gym, who are getting ready for stuff. So like I said, everything kind of lined up perfectly for the camps, and we kind of getting work off of each other and bounce our skills off of each other. Iron sharpens iron.
What about, I think I asked you about him before. Is Jeff Hughes retired? What's the latest with him? I know obviously he got cut from the UFC. What's he up to these days? I was just like checking in and seeing what's going on.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I haven't heard from Jeff in a while, and I think I said it the last time. I do have to like send a message and stay in touch with him, but as of right now, I know he's just life in general, just doing his thing. I haven't seen him as much as I wish I had, but I'm sure everything's fine with him. I still haven't talked to him in a while, so I got to reach out that way and see what's going on, get an update.
And who's going to be in your corner for this fight?
It's gonna be Marcus, Alex, and I'm gonna have my brother in my corner again, which is gonna be, a good time. Looking to redeem the last time I was hoping I could get a win with him in the corner in Vegas last time, but we're gonna look to make a statement this time around. Rolling deep with the Camur brothers.
And how do you envision the fight playing out on November 6th? How do you see it going down?
I mean, I'm always gonna, hope for that, knockout finish the fight early. Uh, we are in the UFC, so everybody's game and everybody's tough, and everybody's strong. So I got to be careful. But like I always say, I can't really give a prediction. I'm just gonna say I'm predicting me getting my hand raised. I see me getting my hand raised by decision finish. It doesn't matter. Just me winning.
How many more fights do you have left on your contract? Do you know?
I believe this is the last one. Honestly, I've just kind of been going through it and not really like thinking about that, but I believe this could be the last one on the contract.
Does that add a bit more pressure just knowing you don't, because you might, I guess, I'm assuming you'd go into free agency after this.
Sure, yeah. I mean, yeah, sure it does. It does because, I mean, in a perfect world that I'm gonna win and get to have talks again about renewing the contract. But yeah, I'm not really gonna worry about it. And I talked to my coaches about it. And it's not something to worry about now. I guess I'm just gonna have to live in the present and just take it day by day. And when it comes down to it, I'm just gonna play it by ear. It's kind of what I've been doing this whole time. Haven't really planned on doing anything. So when the time comes, I guess we'll see what happens, and I'll have to make a decision then. So.
Okay. Got the great setup. We talked about this last time. What are you gaming right now? What are you streaming these days?
A little bit of everything. New World, the new MMO came out. Amazon made their own game, so that's been taking the world by storm. I haven't really been eager to play it. I'm waiting for Battlefield to come out and the new Vanguard, the new Call of Duty Vanguard, and a little bit of Rainbow Six. So trying to touch base on a little bit of everything, but I got the Arkham Knight trilogy for the Batman games, the Batman franchise. So I'm gonna try to get back into that and replay all those stories.
Nice. And in the meantime, we're going to be watching you, UFC 268, November 6th. Aleksa, thanks so much for doing this, man. Anyone you want to thank, any sponsors, any social media, I'll give you the last word.
Just thank you to all my teammates. Shout out to all my teammates helping me. And my coaches, family, friends, brother. My girlfriend's been helping me a lot in camp. This time, last time in, this time even more. She's cooking for me and everything. So thank you for my girlfriend. I love you.